Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1. Oh my gosh, we're starting already. Gotta go to test. So we did have the coin flip was actually won on the side of Steam After Dark. They have chosen to go ahead and go for a first pick, which does give map pick over to the side of... No, other way around. Map pick does go the way of Steam After Dark. We are banning out Dragonshire, Battlefield of Eternity, Brex's Holdout, and 2 of the Spider Queen, and going to Infernal Shrines. Awesome. We're there. Cool. Let's go. Draft. Woo! This is the problem. I told them I'm ready, and then all of a sudden they actually go. I was not ready for them to actually go, but you know what? We made it. We're in it. We're in here. We in here. So we are here into the draft. We do see Anamaniacs having the first pick and first ban because, as we said, map pick was over the side of Steam After Dark. After I got it messed up, I got it unmessed up. Go me. So we're going to see banned first. Definitely expect to see Zagara either very high priority, either picked or banned. This is definitely a map where Vision is helpful. She has a lot of AoE, and she's just overtuned as heck right now. But no, instead we've got Stuk. Stuk is banned out initially. STUK. That's how you make sure your enemies don't have a way to silence you today. I am much better when I can actually prepare my raps. There we indeed have the Zagara. I am smart. I knew what was happening. I psychicked it. I'm in a good mood if you can't tell. Hopefully everyone can hear me just fine. It doesn't look like I'm peeking, which is always a good thing. Thank you for the follow, people that followed me. I'm not going to call you out because it's rude to call out followers. Let you talk and chat if you want to be acknowledged. Oh, Asmodean. Interesting. Not something I see a whole lot. It's a track 6. I just said I wasn't calling out the lurkers. I am terrible. And we do have the Rexar. Interesting. This is actually not one of Rexar's best maps. So they must have one heck of a Rexar over on the side of Anamaniacs in order to warrant that ban. But we're actually not really looking at bans right now. So we're looking at picks. And Django is going to be Unchained Vala. Not Valera, although they do start with the same and end with the same. I gotta tell you, as someone who's dyspraxic, and which is related to dyslexia but not quite dyslexic, Vala and Valera starting and ending the same way just messes me up. My brain constantly puts them together, and that is not what it's supposed to do. You have Tiger going in with the Sonya, and May coming in with Ice X. Ice X going in with May. There we go. There's a possibility. I don't actually understand what characters and players are. I don't know the difference. So would you go ahead and have a Walter Pillage taking in that Diablo, and then Volcanic Dog going Brightwing? I guess with a name like Volcanic Dog, I don't think that Brightwing is the right hero for you. Blaze would be good. Greymane could get the dog part, but Brightwing has nothing to do with your name. Don't like it. Hello, Bloody. Bloody's over here checking to make sure I actually do have a cast, since I refused to help him because I had a cast. Alright, we do have the... That has got to mean there's a Deathwing coming in, because why would you ban the Tychus when your opponent took Diablo? People have said that. I don't know why. It may be... No, people said it was because I'm a referee, but I'm not a referee this time, and it's still doing it. I do not know what's causing that. You don't have Flux running, do you? No? Yeah, like, people say that. I don't know. It's weird. But I will look into it shortly after the game. It is better inside the actual game, but for some reason here it just looks really, really weird. Alright, we do go ahead and have Junkrat being taken by Brickets, who changed teams after I typed them in, and then Sir Watson is go for the Hogger. And then Skycake goes for the Jaina. And Venus gets on that Gazlo. And lastly, does Punisher just go on that Uther? Sorry, try and keep up, try and keep up, try and keep up. Get that prediction started. Okay, I think we're good to go. I don't know why the screen is, I mean, I also don't know where we're getting, you know what? Never mind. We'll go into the trailer and then we won't worry about it. Alright, and we are into the game itself. First of all, real quick. Graphics? Do I need to raise the gamma some? See if that helps any. I don't really know what it caused that to suddenly have a problem with it, but it does seem a little bit dark for me, so okay, maybe that will make it better. Secondly, we do have, coming in from the side of Anamaniacs, the blue team, the Bluesome 5-saw, we do go ahead and have. Sir Watson II playing that Hogger. We do have Volcanic Dog on the Brightwing, Walter Plidge on the Diablo. Brickster is playing the Junkerat, and Django coming in on Vala. On the other end of the screen, we go ahead and have Venus hopping over on the Gazlo. Death Punisher playing that Uther. Skycake 420 is playing the Jaina. Ice X on the May, and then up in the top lane, unmolested, uncontested, we do have Tiger playing the Sonya. And with that being taken care of, we do have the 3-man in the middle, going ahead and trying to get everything done. Moving down to the bottom lane. Gazlo's getting a little bit picked upon. Diablo misses the flip for a second, but then catches it. Venus is in a lot of trouble. I don't think Venus can get out of here. There's a nice bomb. Oh my god, does Venus survive? Ladies and gentlemen, the Goblin is immortal? That is not okay. That is not something I deem acceptable. With that being done, sorry, I'm still looking over that, and there is still a marked difference, and I don't know what is causing it. It makes me upset, but I have to just ignore it until the end of the night, and then I can mess with it again. Part of that may just be that the computer is not very good. I'm having to use a faulty setup for a few more days. Alright, we do go ahead and have the bottom caster camp being picked up, impaling that lane. Isaacs is getting out of here. You know, we do have Junkrat up at the top of the area, going ahead and getting that soak. We currently do have Anamaniacs with a slight soak advantage over their opponents. Here comes a nice rotation down to the bottom, freezing the caster camp, quite literally. And with that being taken care of, Sonya goes ahead and moves on back. I have an idea. Bad idea? Bad idea? Sorry, 1 second. Being super unprofessional right now. Okay, okay, okay. No, that does not seem to have done anything. Gosh darn it. Regardless, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. We do go ahead and have the Shaman camps being picked up. Currently, there is a Mortar Shrine that is inactive. We'll be activating in about 5 seconds. Nice stun by the Diablo. The bomb goes off, catches a lot of people. Currently, we do go ahead and have CM After Dark occupying the shrine. They have double the soak of their opponents in terms of skeletal minions. Everybody else is moving in. We do have Sir Watson coming in. There is the bouncy Hoggard ready to start going in on this. Does go ahead and bounce through them, but does not have the perfect trajectory. Nice. Actually, never mind. Shut my mouth. That was a great trajectory. There's the flip do, and Jaina goes ahead and gets exploded. That is going to be first blood of the game, going over to Anamaniacs. Meanwhile, the Anamaniacs is quickly catching up and actually overtaking their opponents in terms of the skeletal minions. Winners is ready to go in. There is the bombs are out. There's some freeze happening. It's maybe an overcommitment though, because they're definitely outnumbered, and there's a lot of healthy blue bars standing in the middle of this. Anamaniacs are going ahead and cleaning this up. They're about to pick up the Punisher. Punisher does come out. The Mortar Punisher is live. Not live, however, is Uther, as Uther gets taken right out. Tiger not going to be long for this world. Never mind, Tiger actually does escape. Oh, May. I think May got, like, Junkrat Mind out of there, because that was definitely not a place she wanted to be. Man, this Diablo definitely does not need to be game number 2. Like, win or lose, this Diablo has been led to so much pain and suffering. And this Hogger just does not stop. This Hogger has no chill. Oh my goodness, we're up to 6 kills. Freaking Anamaniacs are just do not know when to quit. I feel bad. I'm trying to be impartial, but jeebus, that was nasty. Oh my god. More mercenary camps being picked up all over the map. They are taking the bottom camp right here. They're picking this camp up all by their lonesomes. All that CM can do right now is try and like push back onto their other foot. Might be a bit... Nope, never mind. Alright, Tiger going ahead and bouncing back and forth. Meanwhile, up top we do have Django and Walter Plitch going ahead and trying to get this done. Alright, here's everyone else kind of moving on in, getting things done. Hogger being left unaccosted as Hogger and Sonya go back and forth, going ahead and getting the double soap. We are about 15 seconds away from this camp coming back up. It is going to be the big objective because all the other camps got cleaned up very recently. Level 10s are unlocked on the side of Anamaniacs. We do go ahead and have Hortipult, Blink Heal, Apocalypse, Raid of Vengeance, and Riptire. We go ahead and have just everything getting exploded. With Apocalypse does not actually get a lot of value, and they do go ahead, they take out the Moonbow, but they don't really get much headway in the floor. They have to retreat. Their opponents are on the verge of level 10. It'll come up right now. Boom, look at me knowing what I'm talking about. You guys are all impressive. Frozen Shrine is coming up top. Frozen Shrine is the really important one. Now keep in mind, this is going to be a problematic for CM After Dark because May is an ice-based hero, so May will do less damage to the Frozen Shrine. That is not actually how that works, but that'd be funny. Oh my goodness, however, here is... Okay, we have a kill on the board for CM After Dark, just running in there and saying, I don't care. Hortipult have to be used defensively in order to get out of there, and we do go ahead and have the fight. Tiger gets booped out. Tiger's doing a spin. Very low health bars on the side of CM After Dark, but Diablo does not have much left in him. And that much left just became 0. Also, they do go ahead and get rid of the souls, so Diablo will be much weaker when they come back. Sir Watson is looking at this, says, you know what, you have low health bars, I want this, but you are alone. That is 1v5, my friend. They are going back. They do not have a Moonwell here, so they do actually have to Hearth. Unless you're Tiger, and Tiger can cheat, and Tiger says, I don't need to Hearth, I can just heal off the minions. But Tiger's like, I'm at half health and my friends left me, never mind. That's a bad idea, not doing that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Robo-Goblin is definitely not one we see a lot, especially on this map. Oh my goodness, but that ice wall just cleaned everything up? May plus Jaina just means freezing for days? Okay, so you know how I was kind of talking about how CM has no, or how Anamaniacs has no chill? Well, apparently that is because CM took it all. That was like nuclear winter coming through, except without D.Va. That ice wall was beautiful. I've got like 2 possible top 5s coming out of this game alone. This is great. Speaking of which, everyone make sure to submit your top 5 things to the highlight channel. If you don't, the top 5 will be purely games that I cast. Okay, with that being taken care of, we do go and have the first Punisher moving down the lane. They did already clear out the fort, so this Punisher is going straight onto Keep Wall. There, John Cena goes over the wall. Diablo does not have an unstoppable, so just has to sit there and get punched in the face. There comes a Riptire out. Is looking for the maximum value, does get 2 people. There is a great ice wall coming out, and however, we do go ahead and have Gaslo being taken out. Janko is going to be just fine. Looks like a disengage happening from the rest of Clouded Mines After Dark. Casual camps have been left unattended for a little bit, but they weren't actually able to go in and get too much value, although the fort is down to about 4,815. Yes, I said the entire number. Deal with it. Oh, Sir Watson? Interesting. It looks like they're just going to go ahead and give up this middle fort. Trading out for a casual camp. Although I guess they could not have gotten up there anyway, so it does make sense to make that sacrifice. There's another ice wall, and we do have Diablo getting frozen in it. It's going to come out immediately in time. Just go ahead and drop the Apocalypse, Fire and Ice. Sounds like a George R.R. Martin book. Volcanic Dog does almost die, but is able to get out. Diablo, not so lucky, does go ahead and get popped like a pustule. Alright, Isaac is going to go ahead and use the trait in order to heal back up. She takes some damage from the Junkrat, but not all that much. Tiger coming in through the top, looking for a gank, and it looks like Sir Watzel is going to be the target, but is going to unstoppable right on out of there. There's the Riptire. Let's go ahead and just get eliminated. I am not an Overwatch player. Can the Riptire also be killed in Overwatch if you shoot it? Oh, Diablo? Very, very brave of you. I commend your bravery, but that is not going to work out. We also do have a kill into Hogger. A lot of very low health bars, but a lot of very no health bars on the side of Anamaniacs. Oh, Jaina does actually get taken out. I was not following that. So do go ahead and get a 1 for 2. Not ideal, but at least better than the 2 for nothing. Alright, we're going to have the Arcane Shrine coming up in about 20 seconds. Right now, Gaslo and Death Punisher are moving through the top lane. We're getting more and more pressure. Meanwhile, May is up here going ahead and knocking out those out. Going to use the trait now in order to prevent any more things from happening. Tiger goes in and starts the shrine, but there's a lot of enemies nearby. Tiger needs to be a little bit careful. Doesn't look like everyone's moving in. They're going to look for that another amazing ice wall. Ice wall really seems to be their engage, and Gazlo takes a lot of damage. Riptire goes out. No kills actually obtained just yet. God, this would be a beautiful place for a grabo. There goes the ice wall. Only catches one person, and they're not really in position to follow up on it, unfortunately. Very even fight thus far. They do have to deal with Uther. Uther is not the fastest healer or the most mana efficient. However, they do go in and get Kagura. Nice. Stun into laser. Alright, Arcane Punisher is coming through. This is going to be in favor of CM After Dark, and they're moving through the bottom lane. Still, top lane is, or middle lane is pushing uncontested. Though granted, obviously the Punisher is going to do a lot more damage than a lowly Khazra comp. Here comes everyone else moving through. A lot of damage into this front line. There's the John Cena. Nice dodge out of the way. They are going to lose the keep wall, but they should be able to defend the keep very effectively. There's an ice wall, manages to miss everyone, absolutely everyone. Brightwing goes ahead and gets pounced on by John Cena, but we are going to go ahead and have everyone moving out of the way. Do. You know this keep wall is getting a catapult and 3 Khazra camps. Pushing on in. Gets cleaned up nicely, so much more damage. Actually, I did not even notice this got taken out. When did that happen? That must have been the shaman camps, because I do not ever see the red team move over there, or the orange team in this case. Oh, Django goes ahead and actually misses the stun. Here comes everyone. It's a massive party. Unfortunately, Brightwing comes in in order to join the party and actually gets killed as well. I gotta say, that's the big problem I'm seeing from Anamaniacs, is that they are incredibly brave, but they will go in on a fight that they shouldn't and end up losing more than they would have if they had just been like, okay, that person's dead. Level 20 is on deck for CM After Dark, and they are not waiting around. They go in and get a kill onto Uther, but that is going to be an Uther Ghost. Sonya is healing off of Sir Watson. Once this kill is going to get this kill, the Hogger goes down. We're going to have null meat for dinner. Meanwhile, the core is down to 20%. 7%. And game number 1 is going the side of CM After Dark. Looking at the game results, we do go ahead and have nothing. Hots, have I ever told you just how much I absolutely love and respect you? Because I do. This is amazing. This is exactly what we want. We can at least look at talents. No, we can't. Never mind. So with that, I will see you for game number 2, since we can't talk intelligently about what just happened. See you guys in 2 seconds. I'll see what I can do to try and get some of the darkness out of the way. Although at the same time, whose stream are you in? Where you're surprised? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to go with you again. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are in game number 2 between Anamaniacs and CM After Dark. Anamaniacs had an incredible game. Number 1, I was very impressed. I was very wowed. Extremely wow. Wowification was off the charts. With that being said, however, and my game looks way better, but it looks kind of the same over here, which is unfortunate, but oh well. We're just going to deal with it. So, that's okay. Actually, we're going to do that. It looks about the same. We do go and have bans on Stukov, Asmodan, Zagara, and Rexar. Brickett is going to go ahead and take that Vala first pick one more time. One more time. Taking it away. Actually, interesting. Taking it away from Django, even though it's on their team. I will have to see if that changes. We do have the Brightwing being picked up by Death Punisher, taking it away from Volcanic Dog this time. And Venus coming out on the main. Pretty stern departure from Gaslow, I've got to say. We do want to have Watzel taking the global in Dahaka, wanting to be able to take one of the triple altars and then immediately be down in the fight. And then of course we do have Diablo. I do have to say that Walter's Diablo was terrifying, so I do not at all blame them. I'm almost positive they were playing on Bandit Diablo if they could, but obviously you can't now. I mean, I guess the Morales with Nano Boost on Vala would be terrifying, but still not a ban I see with any regularity. Taking away Tiger's Sonya. Said that was a little bit too effective. We didn't like that. You just basically don't die, and we want you to die. In fact, we kind of insist that you die. Death is beyond your reach. Tiger going ahead and going into Malthiel because Sonya's been taken away. And then Ice going on the Anubarak, another Frosty hero. If you don't believe me, where does he serve? The Frozen Throne. Boom. Take that logic. I do have a question. If Ice actually plays Blaze, does he just explode? Ragnarok, same question. Django going for Imperious into Malthiel. Interesting. This is such a double soak map. Imperious is a very confusing pick for me. It kind of has to... It, to me, says they have to be going for some sort of, pick comp. And then Volcanic Dog is going to go for the Old Man Deckard Kane. And Skykick going to round us out with Sylvanas. So the other big question I have is, what is Brightwing and Li Ming doing hanging out with all these villains? I don't understand. And starting up another prediction for you guys. And let's get into the game. Here we are coming into the game right about now. Please welcome our competitors coming in from the blue side of the map. The amazing Anarchists, the Anamaniacs. They are represented by Sir Watson playing the Dahaka, Volcanic Dog, on that Deckard Cain. Walter Plinge is on the terrifying Diablo. We do go to have Brickett coming out on the Vala, and Django on the Imperius. On the other side, CM After Dark, the Desperados of Despair. We do have Tiger playing the Malthiel. Death Punisher is playing the Brightwing. Skykick on that Sylvanas. Venus playing the Li Ming. And Ice X playing the Anubarak. Interesting. They are... This might be an outplay. They all moved down, waiting for the Sylvanas cheese to happen. Then the Sylvanas cheese didn't actually occur. Jingle coming in for the flank, looking for this to happen. We've got the rotation down below. And a teleport, for some reason. That teleport seemed a little bit out of place for me. Alright, Ice X, we can get that taken care of. There is an Ice X, like, burrow in, trying to get... So Django and Ice X go down to about half health, but everything else is fine. It does look like CM After Dark are going to move in immediately and try and take this out. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have the opposing camp. Neither team looking super interested in trying to... Oh, and I'm dumb. Of course Dahaka is going to be one double soaking. I was like, why is Imperius being picked up, forgetting Dahaka existed? Don't mind me, guys. There's a stabby stab onto Ice X, followed by a Rudy Root. A lot of damage coming in. That is the big question. Ice X is having a hard time staying up, and so is Django. Django's a little bit too far in front, and Django is going to be the first kill. CM After Dark does go in and get first blood, or as Bankai would say, bloodlust. Although I think he stopped saying that, but I will never stop referring to it. Slight experience lead for CM After Dark. They are halfway through level 4, and their level 4 is on fire, which Ice X just hates. Meanwhile, looking the most attractive, we do go ahead and have a battle between Tiger and Sir Watzel. Blows exchange. I do try and pay attention to the offlaners when I can. I just almost never can. Alright, nice back and forth. We have the altar phase coming up. Now this is where the Dahaka is going to become very, very, very critical. Being able to grab that and then immediately go down. I would almost wonder if Malthiel would try and fight the Dahaka instead of picking these up. But no, this is going to be the gentleman's agreement going on here. More damage onto Django, more stuns onto Django, but there is a nice two-man Dorito coming out of that Deckard Cain. Tiger has arrived. Interestingly, Dahaka did not come down right away, but Tiger did. Dahaka has now joined the battle, but we do have a kill onto Imperius. One more time. The Punisher goes in and gets that secured, and here come more shots coming across the battlefield, slamming into the Gravekeeper's core. I think that's Ravenlord's core, actually. I had a 50-50 shot. Oh, and Diablo has left the game. That could be a problem. Yep, there we have the pause. So I'll go ahead and move to a safe screen where you guys cannot see the minimap. So hi guys, how's it going? Any other problems with the stream? Oh, actually, never mind. I can't really talk about stuff, so we're about to go right back into the game. Alright. More mercenary camps to be picked up. It looks like both teams are just immediately very, very, very well disciplined. They're just both immediately grabbing the mercenary camps as soon as they come up. At least from the bottom. Top lane, no one cares about. That's actually not true. Malthael up here, he really cares. He cares so much, you guys. Here's everyone else moving into the bottom lane, trying to go in and escort. Well, you almost heard by accident there. They're moving down, trying to escort their sappers into the enemy team. I'm actually from Oklahoma. I know I don't sound like it, but to be fair, actually, at least the Tulsa area of Oklahoma does not really have an accent, and we have multiple players taking a lot of damage. There is a teleport in from Brightwing, so Skycake is looking for this kill, not going to find it, however. Nice double stun to Vala. Some gleaming orbs come in, do not quite get the kill, but come very, very close. However, Tiger is very, very far pushed in to take a lot of tower shots and is having to move back.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
Don't tell me what to do. So we do want to have an altar being picked up by Malthael. That is going to take the core of Anamaniacs down to 28. Alright, I did hear Mind Control try and come out, but nothing actually came of it. Was missed. There's a Polymorph Lady on Diablo. We do go and have Jinko moving back, not able to really get much done. Lightning orbs are coming out. Lightning orbs? Magic missiles are coming out of the Li Ming. Go ahead and take out that front wall. That is going to deny vision coming out of the side. Meanwhile, we do have level 10 just about achieved for Animaniacs, so they can fight on the even ground. I'm going to pick up Angelic Armaments, Stay While and Listen, Apocalypse, Rate of Vengeance, and Adaptation. There we go. That's the word. Disintegrate. On the other side, Blink Heal, Cocoon, Last Rites, and Mind Control, which we already heard used once. That actually would have made me say, oh, wait, I should talk about these. Oh, do we have a bit of a tanglement up here? This is one that Sir Waddle will definitely lose because Brightwing does show up. That's going to give it a disadvantage down below. I'm surprised he's fighting this, to be completely honest. Yeah, I'm not sure why he thought he could 2v1 them, but he definitely can't. And does go ahead and feed a Last Right stack over to the Malthael. However, Brickett did go ahead and pick that up. It does knock the core of CM After Dark down to 32, but at a cost of a 3-person wipe. Only Vala is still up. Vala's like, I did my job, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And just like bottom tower is going to go the way of CM After Dark. Tiger going to go ahead and pick these up while everyone else moves over here to defend this. They really want to try and get these sappers in there, and also if they can just hold their opponents here, they do have a 2-level advantage, and it's going to be very, very hard for them to soak while also trying to hold these sappers back. There's a nice double stun from Ice X. Alright, here's everyone else. Bridget has to go ahead and move out. That's Brickett, not Bridget. But we do have Li Ming being taken out, and this is going to be the start of the turnaround coming out of Animaniacs. Vala is stuck in a cocoon, but is going to be out in 2 seconds. There is the stun almost immediately afterwards. There is the Apocalypse, but the Polymorph comes out in the perfect time in order to actually stop the combo from happening. That is going to be a dead Diablo. Does have souls. We'll be back in just a second, though. Skycake taking a lot of damage, but Isaac says move in, drives back of the Animaniacs. They're the Animaniacs. It's my childhood, don't judge me. So, Molecule, remember when you were able to fight with Brightwing and do a 2v1? Oh, but we do have Sky and Icex moving in from the side. Everyone is on their way except for Brightwing. Brightwing is staying back here. Nope, never mind. Brightwing has engaged. We have Diablo going down because it did lose their souls and was very, very easy to pick off. Would you go ahead and have Brightwing or Dahaka and Imperius being taken out? Bruisers are falling like lunchboxes. Lunchboxes fall if you didn't know. Taka going ahead and getting this one over here, getting that knocked in very, very, very nicely. That does knock another 10 points off of the core of the Gravekeeper. Down to 18. I almost wonder that they don't just barely leave these up instead of just taking them down like dominoes. So they will be trying to get some sappers in over here. And they do make a play for boss. This will knock their opponents down to 14 core health. The opponents can't really do anything about this because they need to get the quartz back to be able to move around the map. Next altar will be a triple altar phase. Keep in mind that if they can take one of these and actually get all three, they can win the game right here. It'll be difficult to do. It is hard to get all three altars in a phase, but not unheard of. There's the mind control. Oh my gosh, Dahaka just got destroyed. That mind control is perfectly timed in order to just catch him the second he came out of that cocoon. There is a route onto this Ice X. Everyone gets stunned except for Ice X. Django goes ahead and gets knocked out of that and just gets exploded. So remember when I said it's almost impossible to get everything on a altar phase? Well, that becomes a lot more possible whenever 3 people are dead. So they are moving up. Brightwing is going down below. This might actually be the end of the game, you guys. Yet they're not actually even trying to contest it right now. I believe that's it. They're going to have to run over here and get this real quick. And no, it is going to go down. Would you go and have game number 2 going to CM After Dark in a deliberate fashion? Very, very, very well played.
The Gravekeeper's heroes have won the clash, so the Raven Lord must be burned to ash!
Very well done, CM After Dark. Super, super, super proud. Let me go and see if I can get a interview set up. One moment, you guys. Alright, getting into a lobby. And while we get here, while we wait to see if anyone will join us, let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, because stats are amazing and we love them. So, in terms, I can actually talk about this now. In terms of healing, we do have Death Punisher winning the healing war, doing 47,173. Volcanic Dog doing 40,000. Oh, and also let me pay out you greedy people. Congratulations, everyone who believed in CM After Dark. Would you go in and have Sylvanas coming in with 45,000 damage, Li Ming on 32,000, and then Vala coming in with 30,000. Great, great, very good job. And it looks like we are joined by Death Punisher. Hello, hello.
Hey.
First of all, congratulations. I always start with a gimme question, so how are you feeling?
Good. Obviously, it's always nice to get a win and get a good 2-0 to start the beginning of season 12 here. So we're pretty happy with the kind of the turnout and the turnaround from game 1 to game 2.
I very much so. This is me being a bad caster, but game 1, just the way it started, I was like, okay, well, in game 2, they're going to have to get rid of Diablo if they want to have a chance. And then you just completely reversed. I felt like I was playing Uno, because someone just played a reverse card and the entire game flipped on its head.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at shout out to the Anamaniacs, a good team there. Game 1 was just could have gone either way, right? With that, and Diablo was just a really oppressive tank. But I think kind of coming in game 2, we had a game plan and we kind of decided to make them play around us.
Well, it definitely seemed to work. What would you credit the turnaround in game 1? Because I think they got 7 kills before you got any, and then all of a sudden you just were like, okay, well, we're going to get a kill, and we're going to string it into just endless kills until the end of the game. Not to say that they didn't get any more, they absolutely did, but...
Yeah, I definitely felt like a bloodbath, more of a little bit of an ARAM, if we're calling it that. But it took us a little bit to kind of get our groove. We've been trying a few things, and this is kind of the one of the few times we pulled out Uther and that combination. Although I'll have to call out Weenus for the big brain play with the Robo Goblin misclick. But no, yeah, I think we hit our groove. About level 10, and it was a kind of a nice coasting from there, kind of finding the groove and just kind of keeping the proverbial pedal to the metal, as it was.
I mean, I don't know, that Robo-Goblin really came in clutch at the end whenever they looked like they might be able to kill you and save the core, but the Robo-Goblin extra damage had actually done enough that it would kill the core regardless, so there you go.
The big brain plays.
Moving into game number 2, game number 2 was a game, I believe you actually picked that map. I think your opponents picked map 1, and you guys got map 2, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
I'm just making sure because no one told me. I just have to kind of go by who gets first ban.
Yeah, understood.
So what made you go to Towers of Doom? I love Towers of Doom, don't get me wrong, but the thing about Towers of Doom is it's the greatest map to have as the final one because it's so swingy. Did you just know that would be the last map of the set? You're like, let's just go Towers of Doom. It's over.
I don't want to give too much away. At some point people will see stats and see kind of where people tend to favor and win at. But Towers is one of the ones we like to play. We've kind of established that we have a good rotation, and Ice is just brilliant with the calls on that to bring us around, get us in the positions we need to be in, and and it worked out really well for us, kind of with that standard combination there.
Well, it certainly seemed to work very, very well. Looking at the battle plan, because it really seemed like their plan was kind of a continuation of game 1, with Imperius holding someone in place, Diablo going in and getting the flip, and then just explosive damage until no one was alive anymore. What did you guys do to make you so much more successful against that pick style than you were in game 1?
I think it kind of comes into playing around. Brightwing's a pretty good hero to kind of put people under some CC with the polymorph, and then using Soothing Mist to get people out. So that makes it pretty easy to kind of help deal with a little bit of that. And again, I just kind of credit to the team for pulling back and helping whoever kind of got impaled on that sphere. We had good communication in the comms, and right now it's working out really well for us.
Well, it certainly seems like it. Those are all the questions I had for you, so let me go ahead and turn it over to you for the shout-outs I'm sure you want to give.
Yeah, obviously, first and foremost, thanks to you for casting the game. It's always great to get that first week out of the way and get as many eyes on all the matches that we can. So thanks for doing that. Shout out to Cloud of Minds After Dark. Really, guys were all great. Everyone's on the same page with that. So really, really well done to the guys on the team. The CM org as well. I think it's a great group to be in, really a good, like-minded, and just kind of equally chill group of people that we have over there. So shout out to them. And I think that's all I can think of.
All right. Very standard ones. I don't think you've forgotten anything. So congratulations on a clean sweep for week number 1. Making quite the statement for all of your other opponents who I'm sure will be reviewing this. Hi, guys. And yeah,
Perfect.
look forward to seeing you in the future. I'll try and pick up your games, but no promises because I'm kind of everywhere.
Understood. We just appreciate the time that we can get. So thanks again for casting. Have a good rest of your evening.
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely going to go and ease my throat a little bit.
Perfect.
And with that, I'll go ahead and get you guys over to, this was actually a pretty quickly played set, so I'll get you over to Bankai. Hopefully he still has a little bit more gameplay. And yeah, look forward to that, and I will see you next time I see you, probably tomorrow, because I cast all the time.